Hi friends, I'm so happy to see you again. Today, I want to tell you a very special story. A new girl named Betty came to school. Betty has a disability in her feet, and she walks in her own way. But do you know what she really wanted to do? She wanted to play soccer. Josh looked at Betty and thought she could not play at all. But something amazing happened. Betty showed everyone that courage, practice, and heart can shine in beautiful ways. Are you ready to see what happened? Then let's begin.
The sun was bright and high in the sky, casting a warm glow over the school field. Everything looked fresh, vibrant, and incredibly green. It was finally soccer day, the most anticipated morning of the week. The children were buzzing with excitement. Some ran wildly with the ball, their laughter echoing across the grass. Others gathered with friends, while some waited patiently for their turn to step onto the field. Lily was tying her shoelaces when she noticed a new girl standing near the fence. Her name was Betty. She had kind eyes, dark hair, and a gentle smile that seemed to light up her face. Betty moved carefully, as her feet required extra support for every step. She could not run like the others, but hope shone brightly in her expression. She watched the ball roll, listened to the happy shouts, took a slow breath, and softly asked if she could play too. Surprise rippled through the group. Josh looked down at Betty's feet and shook his head dismissively. In his mind, soccer was only for the fast and the strong. He feared Betty would only slow the game down. Lily felt a sharp sting of unfairness at his reaction. She looked from Betty to Josh, feeling something important stir in her heart. She realized that being a true friend means looking past differences and giving everyone a fair chance to shine. Betty stayed remarkably calm. Though a shadow of sadness crossed her face, she did not get angry. Lily walked over and asked if she loved the game. Betty nodded, explaining that she practiced in her own way. She might not be quick, but she was excellent at passing, aiming, and thinking steps ahead. Lily listened intently, her mind racing. Suddenly, she had a brilliant idea that could change everything for the better. Lily approached the teacher, suggesting they organize the teams differently so everyone could contribute. The teacher loved the idea. Soon, the game transformed. The field was made smaller, and the rules shifted to focus on passing and strategy. Now, the game wasn't just about raw speed. It was about teamwork, precision, and making smart choices together. Betty's smile widened as she finally stepped onto the grass as a valued member of the team. Josh remained skeptical, watching Betty's every move with a critical eye. He expected her to fail the moment the ball came her way, but Betty surprised everyone. When Lily sent the ball toward her, Betty stopped it with perfect control and delivered a clean, accurate pass to a teammate. The other children watched with wide, amazed eyes. Betty remained focused, making another smart play that drove her team forward. Josh began to feel a flicker of confusion and doubt. Then came the defining moment of the match. The score was tied, and the air was thick with anticipation. The ball rolled toward Lily, who didn't hesitate to pass it straight to Betty. The world seemed to slow down. Betty did not rush. She took a deep breath, looked at the goal, and took a careful, deliberate step. With all her heart, she kicked. The ball rolled low and straight, zipping past the goalie's reach. Goal. For one breathtaking, silent second, no one moved. Then, the entire field erupted into thunderous cheers. Betty's team jumped for joy, and Lily rushed over to wrap her friend in a triumphant hug. The teacher praised Betty for her incredible courage and patience, noting that every child has a unique gift to offer. Josh looked down at the grass, feeling the weight of his earlier judgment. He walked slowly to Betty and offered a sincere apology. "I was wrong," he admitted quietly. He had only seen her struggle, not her talent or her brave heart. Betty accepted his apology with a kind smile. When Josh asked if they could play again tomorrow, her smile grew even brighter as she said yes. From that day on, the school field was different. The children learned that teams are strongest when everyone is included. Difference does not mean less. Josh never forgot the lesson that a true friend doesn't say, "You can't," but rather, "Let's find a way." Betty was never left out again. She wasn't the fastest, but she was the heart of the game. Most importantly, she finally knew she truly belonged.
What a beautiful story, friends. Today, Betty showed us that being different does not stop someone from shining. Josh, what did you learn today? I learned that I should never decide what a person can do before giving them a chance. I learned that kindness means including others, helping others, and speaking with respect. That's right, Josh. Friends, always remember this. Every child is special. Every child matters. And every friend deserves love, respect, and a chance to join.
So you can watch more beautiful stories with Lily and Josh. A big hug, friends. See you in the next story.